Let's go to Doha to speak to Mahjoob Zweiri. He's an academic and Middle East politics specialist. Mahjoob, it's always good to have you on the News Hour. So listening there to what Reza was saying about the government response, a large part of the economy and the situation that's leading to this high inflation is the fact that there are Western sanctions on Iran. There have been for many years. But when it comes to the demonstrations we're seeing right now, does the government actually have to respond differently? Because unlike the demonstrations in 2019 over Mahsa Amini and her death, these are demonstrations that affect or rather the economic situation affects every single person in Iran, and the anger almost feels palpable.
Well, I think to put things in a context, it's important to remind the viewers that what we are seeing in the last 6 days is the responsibility of the Iranian government. It's not about Pezeshkian government. It's about governments since late 1980s, and the sanctions were there. So nothing new about the sanction. The only thing I would say major about the sanctions now age is 45 years. Previously, it was young in terms of impact. Now it becomes more solid, and its impact is becoming worse. Let me put three facts on the context. The first one, this is the third time where demonstration happens because of economic decisions. The first time was in 2008, where VAT has been increased. People rejected, the bazaar rejected, and the demonstration happened. The government has to step down and say, no more regulation and policies on VAT. 2010, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad tried to impose a new law. The bazaar was off for 2 days, and then he has to withdraw the law from the parliament. This is the third time where people feels the heat of the economy. Now, what is interesting about what's happening now, three things. One is the timing. It happens after the decline of Iranian influence in the region. Secondly, it happens after the war with Israel and the attack by the Americans on the 3 nuclear facilities. And thirdly, it did happen after what's so-called some of the socio-economic reform done by Masoud Pezeshkian when it comes to the hijab issue. And now it seems that all of this was not enough to convince the people that the situation is moving in the right direction.
Where do you then see this going? As you say, people don't seem to be happy. It's moving in the right direction. So which direction do you think it will then take?
Well, if you look at the development the last 6 days, we don't have demonstration in the major cities. Tehran is becoming quiet, more small rural areas. That itself is a story. Why? Because this is a lower middle class people. They rely on salaries. Most of those people, they graduate from the university. The unemployment percentage around 8%. So if they have money, the money is basically has no impact on their life. So if this continues and the demonstration moves to other major cities, that could be a major shift and it would have impact. And if it lasts, for example. The second thing is what is the government will present in the term on the level of explanation. It's not enough to say it's the government responsibilities. We know that this crisis is happening because of sanctions, because of the bad government of economy, bad governance of the economy, corruption. So if the government wants to do something, they have to tackle the internal issue. The sanction, they have nothing they can do because the sanction is about the Supreme Leader decision, the security apparatus decision, and they have little to decide about. The government has a role to play when it comes to the running the economy, trying to lower down the cost of the life of on people, trying to have more flexible policies, try to support what's so-called the major things to the people they need. That itself could ease the tension, but will not be enough because Iran needs to tackle the major issue. Being isolated for 45 years has a very heavy cost on people and on the regime.
Yeah, the people certainly are the ones paying that cost right now. Mahjoob Zweiri, a Middle East politics specialist, good to speak to you. Thank you.